Hello, my name is Natalia Reyes, and this will be my first reflection video for the first week. And this matters to my audience because it reflects what I've learned and what has happened in the group meeting and all that. And so I will be sharing what I learned about the communication, the leadership, and the group dynamics. So, first, I will start with the communication. What I learned is that communication is really important part of especially the forming stage of the group. Everyone needs to listen and hear each other respectfully in order to feel that inclusivity that comes with like the forming stage of the group. So for example, when we were speaking in our group, we decided to go for the full 45 minutes. And so we were just sharing random stuff. I shared like my artwork and then I shared what my cat looked like, and we were just asking each other just questions about ourselves, like where we went to high school and stuff like that. So next I will be talking about the leaderships. So with leadership, we took two assessments this week. The first one being the MBTI assessment that shows your strengths and your personality type, and the one that I got was the ISTJ personality type. And what that really shows is that a lot of my strengths come from being analytical and being organizational. I also got the introversion instead of the extroversion, just which shows that I get more energy from being by myself rather than being around a group of people. But we also learned that sometimes these things can also depend on the situation and who you're with, and it's not always a polar type thing. We also did Barrett's the Barrett's assessment, and with that, it just what I learned from that is that I'm in a point in my life where I'm going through a lot of changes, and that showed that a lot of my values tend to deal with improving myself instead of trying to help what's going on in the world. That's my main takeaway. I'm also the other main takeaway was that these values will always change depending on what type of point you are in your life. So yeah, and then next we'll talk about the group dynamics and forming a group. The main thing that I saw was that inclusivity is a giant factor in how good the group forms. So you're always gonna want to have an inclusive group and ask each other questions and make sure we're all putting our input in the group. And some examples was when we were sharing and taking turns sharing what we got for our assessments and stuff like that. So yeah, I just told you about what I learned for communication, what I learned about leadership, and then the group dynamics. The forming stage is so important because it sets what the group will be all about. It sets how everybody will be feeling in the group, that they have input in that group. And yeah, thank you for listening.